It's the top podcast. Everybody get it. Oh, yeah, go. Hey,
Years, Big Fan Breezy with the Brooklyn Nets vlog. Shout out to Big Priest, man. I see you early, man. Shout out to you, man. Yo, we up here kicking it about the summer league. We're gonna get into some more stuff, but you know, we're gonna talk about the summer league. I'm big on player development, and I wish we went this way before the KD Kyrie situation, because that was exactly what we were doing with Dinwiddie, Caris LeVert, and Joe Harris. So yeah, man, we out here. Shout out to Kev. Shout out to Kev, man. He's a dope fan. He's a Knicks fan. Probably one of my toughest fans that we go at it a lot. You know what I'm saying? We do the show together. Well, me and T-Time do the show, but he part of he's like we all together. Like I can't even really separate Kev and T-Time for real with Knicks and Ish. The big part of big part of together. Like they're together. I can't really separate them. They Knicks fans and they together. But we do a podcast called KVN Who Run the City, the podcast. It comes on at 11 a.m. Saturdays. Be there, be square, man. We're going to be there this week. The only reason why we wasn't there last week is because we was actually at the KVN Who Run the City Knicks fan basketball game, which was super duper fun. Shout out to everybody pulled up. That's Michael Allen Skeen. That's BJ. That's Raymond. Shout out to Fraz Taz. It was the first time I'm meeting him. He came all the way from out of town. Big supporter of what we doing. And, you know, like heavy on the week because we doing this together. Also, it was Barry. It was his cousin. Shout out to Barry and his cousin. His cousin showed up too. I don't want to miss nobody, man. My guy Jay, he pulled up with his girl Brandy. Shout out to them. I feel like I'm missing somebody. Jimmy J1, he was there. My guy JJ Jackson, he was there. Me, I was there. And I feel like I'm missing somebody, man. Oh, Frank Nitty. Frank Nitty was there. It was his first time there. Shout out to Frank Nitty. Got a jumper, huh? Shout out to Frank Nitty, man. Tag him, man. Tag him. See if he want to pull up and talk some basketball, man. Because, you know, KVN, I love KVN, man. But we used to do 2 hours when we was on Reflex Radio. Now we do an hour because, you know, we working men, period. And yeah, man, I'm gonna be honest with you, man. It's gonna what everything that happened from last week to this week, including the basketball game. I don't even know if we're gonna fit it into that next hour on KVN on Saturday. You know what I'm saying? I don't know, but I'm excited for the podcast on Saturday. Shout out to Kev. He says we gotta do another one. That is a fact. I got some ideas. I'll even go over it right now with you, Kev, because I don't know how much time we're gonna have Saturday. I'm gonna call T-Time to see if he wanna start early because you know it's just a lot of content. Shout to Leaf. He said he got a few minutes. He could jump in here real quick. I'm gonna throw the link in the chat. Give me a second. That being said, man, thank y'all for being here, man. Y'all could, you know, I appreciate y'all. You know what I'm saying? And like, share, comment, subscribe. Yo, oh shit! Shout out to Saint. Yo, Mama, I made it. Yo, shout out to Saint and Nets Kingdom. They are, in my opinion, the biggest Nets platform, you know, and on YouTube, you know, they're the biggest, you know what I mean? Before they knew who I was, I knew who they was, obviously. I used to, you know, go comment. I see him on Twitter. Saint, always cool, always. Me and Saint always didn't see eye to eye. I remember the first time I met Saint, we was talking about Bruce Brown and how we should keep him or not keep him. I think I was siding with keeping him, and he was like, nah, maybe not. So, you know what I'm saying? It's always interesting with him, Rage, AJ. You know, I tap in. I listen to their podcast. Shout out to Barry in the building. I actually seen Barry following Nets Kingdom too, and Barry be all over. He's another fan that I met on YouTube, and he's dope. And I met Barry in real life. You know what I'm saying? Barry was at the game with us on Saturday. That's my guy for real. You know what I'm saying? Y'all run a foul at Barry, y'all run a foul at Breezy. It's like that. That's my guy. Shout out to Barry. He a real hooper. I'm gonna just get it out now. You know what I'm saying? He scored one of the last baskets on me. So I just want to get that out there because you know what I'm saying? I'm pretty sure it's gonna come up here and then now and again. And we had fun, man. We got somebody right now putting footage together, you know, so y'all can see the fan game and see what happened. Shout to Saint once more. Can you let AJ know? Because AJ looked like he's about, I heard AJ is about 6'5". And if he's a Nets fan and he's 6'5", we need him on the same. I need him out there balling with us. You know what I'm saying? I need him out there really hooping with us. But shout out again to Saint and everybody in the chat. Listen, man, I'm not gonna lie. Saint, listen, I throw the link in the chat, man. Y'all more than welcome to pull up. Shout out to Leaf, shout out to Saint. Yeah, see, BG, he said Nets Kingdom big on YouTube. Yeah, man, listen, they on YouTube, they on Twitter. You feel what I'm saying? Shout out to them, man. AJ with the sultry sounds and shit, sounding like a R&B motherfucking radio station host. He be having me crying. He's like, this is Nets Kingdom. Blah, 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 blah. That's my guy though. Shout out to him, man. I'm just trolling you, man. Pull up sometime though, man. Shout out to Saint, man. You more than welcome too, man. Shout out to my guy Leaf Diggy. We in the building, man. Talk to me, Leaf. What's up?
I'm gonna get right to my couple of points, man, and then I ain't gonna stay too long. Yeah, yo. For all y'all Knicks fans that be coming up in here or any other Nets podcast, New York podcast, I'm gonna say this shit real loud and clear, so all y'all can hear. Cause I know it's gonna be posted on Twitter, man. Breeze is probably gonna put the shit in a slow mo, whatever. Right. Mikal, y'all are not getting Mikal from us.
Thank you, man.
Drop that shit, bro. Like y'all trying to create. Y'all went from trying to get stars in free agency. Now y'all trying to create recreate a college Villanova team.
Cut this shit
short. Mm-hmm. Cut this shit short. Y'all not getting them. Y'all got lucky. Absolutely. Y'all ran into the dumbass weak ass Cavs this year. Y'all got lucky. Y'all won a round, bro. Congratulations. You're the Knicks. Understand that, bro. Like even if y'all win it, y'all can win a championship within the next 365 days. After it's done, everybody is still gonna be saying, "Yo, it's the Knicks." Trust me when I say this, bro. Like we've been here for 10 years, bro. Y'all been here since the 40s, and y'all still always gonna be the Knicks. Y'all getting me tight right now, man. I don't like raising my voice this time of night.
Yeah, yo, listen, he definitely his name should be Josh Cojones because he got some set of cojones trying to recruit Mikal Bridges. Like, bruh, you ain't even the leader of your team, but we ain't even gonna get into that. Like Leaf said, we see what y'all doing.
Look, we definitely see what they're doing. Two, the second point I want to get into, man, I'm putting this Dame shit to sleep right now, right here, right now.
Please
we do not want Dame. We do not need Dame.
Don't need him.
Listen, but Bobby was on the stream with Bobby saying, "Yo, we ungrateful and this and that and the third." Yo, I'm gonna say it right here. Fuck Dame, bro. Fuck him. I'm saying it, bro. That's straight out my mouth, bro. Like he talking out of both sides of his cheeks, bro. He's sitting on his back pocket now. He got his PR team. He's got his PR team saying he ain't gonna play for nobody but Miami after the other 29 teams, bro. Yo, you only a superstar, bro, in this own little teardrop. That's how you been. That's how you been in your whole career. You've been dodging that. You've been taking big contracts and dodging bullets and flying under the radar, so everybody could say, "Oh, yo, man, look, Dame did all he could do, man. He ain't really do that. What else can he do, man? Portland ain't really had that formidable team. They ran into the Warriors. So everybody could have these built-in excuses for you. Listen, I'm sick of y'all niggas up in this league, man. I see right through y'all, bro. Like I've been watching this shit for 20-something years, man. Y'all niggas is not fooling me, man. And
Not at
y'all,
all.
between him, Zion, and all these other tomfooleries out here, man, that's not putting 100% of their game forward, bro. Dame started shooting threes a couple of years ago when he got walked down and got a broomstick shoved up his ass by Drew Holiday and them boys out in the Pelicans. That's when he first started bombing up threes. He used to be a good finisher. Now he just a Ray Poupon ass nigga, bro. I'm sick and tired of this, bro. Like now I gotta get aggressive, bro. I don't like getting aggressive this time of night, man. I really don't.
How many of y'all on the same page with Leaf? Y'all like Dame for the Brooklyn Nets or no?
Hell no.
I don't want Dame.
Dame is a night. Like, listen, Dame, he's still got a couple of years left in him. But for me, where I look at the Nets, the way they're going, like that back end of that contract, and God forbid he gets hurt. Like I'm tired of
the only people that want to pay $62 million is Portland, bro. I'm sick and tired of older dudes. I'm sick and tired of dudes in their early 30s, man, coming off of 30-something point seasons, man, where their teams don't make the playoffs and they still think they got trade value. James Harden, sit your monkey ass down, bro. You fat, you lazy, and you only like strip clubs, bro. We know what you about. You ain't about winning. Sit your ass down, man. Go to Taiwan with Dewey and on them niggas, man. We don't need you, bro. Get out.
Right. So hold on real quick. I'm gonna rewind and I'm gonna come back. But Big Priest, you don't want Dame neither, you said, right?
Nah, I like building organically, and I like what we got going on. I don't want to give up assets for nobody no more. And to be honest, after the Harden thing, I was done giving assets for disgruntled star players.
Right. Hold on. I just because me and Saint was going. I remember we was going back and forth about Bruce Brown. So I just want to say this about Bruce Brown, Saint. I like his story, man. I like the fact that he was recruited by KD. He got to the Brooklyn Nets because of it, and then when he didn't take the bag and leave us. He stayed loyal to us. He outplayed KD and Kyrie in one of those playoff games. We didn't sign him for whatever reason. Really. Right. We didn't sign him for whatever reason. He goes to Denver and wins in Denver. I like his story. Now he's in Indiana and he got the bag, and it's just like, all right.
That was where, I don't know if you remember, that's where we kind of like, I liked Bruce Brown, but at the time remember all the discussions, like people were, no, he's worth $8 million. No, he's worth $50 million. No, he's worth, and it's like we didn't have a team at the time where it was like it didn't make sense to sign him to that massive contract.
I'm gonna tell everybody the problem.
Yeah, I feel you.
That was my thing. Was like, hey, if you tell me he comes back, 4 or 5, $6 million, I think I even went as high as like maybe 7 or 8. Like I could accept that and be cool with it. But it's like you have all these, and that was at a time when we had massive deficiencies at point guard. We had massive deficiencies at rebounding one, and it was like that was also during the time where we kept trying to make players that weren't like they were trying to make him a 4 and 5, right? Like they weren't even really playing him at the guard.
Yeah, the way they were using him, man, makes sense.
I coined it. Let me say this, Leaf. Because of Bruce Brown, I had coined the term point forward. No, not point forward. I called him a power guard. Because of what he was doing. And people was laughing like, yo, what the hell is a power guard?
We were laughing, and I'm gonna tell you why we were laughing. I knew he was supposed to be playing. I knew he was supposed to be playing backup one the entire time. The Denver Nuggets is the only team that was smart enough to get the shit right. We had him at the damn 3, and in that game 3 with game 3 against the Milwaukee Bucks, that we were supposed to win. By the way, he took 5 floaters in the fourth quarter and only made 1.
Yeah, he was hurt.
But the thing about it was too,
took the shot and took it. No, hold on. Kevin Durant took that 3. It got us up 3. And his ass kept taking floaters back because Kevin Durant was afraid to go up against a double team and figure it out. That's what it had. Weak ass, sorry ass players. We don't need them no more over here. I'm sick of it.
I think the thing too with him, the reason why it works so good in Denver is because they got a point guard in the center's body. So Bruce Brown is very good at cutting and playing off the ball. He's good in transition with the ball in his hand, but not in the half court like that. So
Well,
him being able to play off Joker really maximize what he can do. I don't think he going to Indiana to be a primary creator because they got Halliburton there. So
he ain't going to Indiana to do nothing. He went to Indiana to get paid. That's what he went
Exactly,
there for.
because
He going to Indiana to get paid.
Leaf. That's why
he's
I like.
about to play mid basketball for the next
Yes,
two
he's about to play
seasons and make
mid-basketball.
20
Yeah.
mil.
Right, but no,
I
but
think
he-
we're gonna be
he-
better
hold
than
on.
Indiana.
Hold
So
on,
yeah, I
hold on,
agree.
hold on.
I need y'all to
hold on, let me-
wait.
hold on, let
Go
me-
back.
let me stay with y'all real quick. Let me
To the
stay-
thing and go see his face at the
Right.
end of when they won their championship. Even he was in disbelief. They like, yo, we just won a championship over here. Oh yeah, I'm about to get paid.
No. I think his face was like that because when they was like, "We're gonna keep you, Brucey," he was like, "Yeah, I'm getting that." I don't know what you thought.
That's what he was thinking about. The second
Right,
that he
he
won
like,
that championship.
You remember
And-
Wiggins and Poole? He was like, "Yo, you about to get the bag." Bruce, he had to have thought that at least one time. And I'm only mentioning Bruce to say that he got it right for his career. He came in and he won, and then he got the bag. That's
But
how
he
you
worked
really
on his
wanted to
game
go.
though, Breezy. Don't forget
He did.
that.
He was a much better shooter.
He worked like the last season with us. You could tell he really put in.
I don't think he
working
worked on
that.
shit. He could always do that, bro. He was just played out the position. He was just played out of position.
He really did, because if you look at the previous seasons, like the efficiency at which he was hitting the 3-point shot at, you could tell he worked on it in the offseason, was constantly practicing. And it became a consistent thing with us towards the end. And then when he went to Denver, it was like, because we used to smoke him for not hitting wide open threes.
Right.
And
but
then he had to have worked on it. Like, you got to give him that too.
Saint, you know what it was? Like, I was following him, and basically, like, you see how Leaf just mentioned the floaters. So boom, what happened with in my opinion, far as when I was watching when he was on the team, what he would do was, because he came from Detroit, he had a high percentage at hitting the 3-ball from the corner 3. When he came to the Brooklyn Nets, we was asking him to do something different. You feel what I'm saying? So he kind of had to change his game.
We do that with everybody.
Right.
That was, and we got to think about it too, because that was Steve Nash's coaching. He didn't have no idea what he was doing.
Right.
Not a goddamn clue.
Right. And so, then, all right, let me just kind of shift the conversation, because basically what I'm trying to say, again, I cooked a few fans, you know what I mean, running around here repping the Brooklyn Nets, letting them know, like, coaching is about 40 to 45% obligated to contributing to winning. They got the offensive schemes, defensive schemes, roster, who to sub in, sub out, when to take the timeout, stay in the ref air, barking on the ref. I dare you miss a call. You know what I'm saying?
I'm a rebuttal that. I'm a rebuttal that by saying this.
Hold on, and I'll leave off so you can rebuttal it with. Yeah, you could credit the roster of the Sacramento Kings, but trust me, Mike Brown is making it work.
That's facts.
The coach, hold up, and
I'm saying coaching is 40 to 45%. So what's the rebuttal?
The coaching thing? Now the coaching thing for being 40 to 45%. That's only the case when you don't have a legitimate top 5 player. When you got a team that's formidable with guys that like somewhat like I think of us when we win a championship with any of the rosters that
Denver. You think Denver make that work without Mike Malone?
Do I think Denver make that work without Mike? I think Denver makes that work with any formidable coach because they got a top 5 player in Joker.
It sounds nice. It sounds nice. But look, when Nick Nurse go over there to Philly, yeah, it's gonna be something, because Doc Rivers' reputation as far as winning is questioned now. Now I'm asking as well, like, yo, what if it was just the roster, or you give him credit for that in Boston?
Here's the problem. Nick Nurse don't have the young thoroughbreds that he had over in Toronto. He got lazy fucks in Philly.
Let me ask you this:
the thoroughbreds.
How many seasons he had? Hold on, let me ask you this, Big Chris. I'm back to the panel. How many seasons did Nick Nurse had that Toronto team before they won the championship?
One, but that's because he had Kawhi.
He only got that job that year when Kawhi got there. But the thing is, what put them over the hump what put them over the hump is the All-Star break trades when they swapped out Valanciunas for Marc Gasol, and they swapped out Dylan Wright for whatchamacallit.
Then they pick up Serge Ibaka too.
They picked up Serge Ibaka. They picked up Marc Gasol. They picked that's when Van Vliet and Siakam started to get minutes. Remember, OG Anunoby was hurt, so they was missing him, bro. Like that was part of their defensive scheme instead of Kawhi, because Kawhi was basically load managing during the regular season. They played the games that they played without Kawhi that season, bro. They was well over 500. They was well over 600.
So when you think about the finals, right? You think about the finals, and where is the percentage in the last coach, Mike Malone? You give him that 40-45%, or I'm just
the percentage of Mike Malone, I give him 30. I give him about 30. I give him about 30. The reason why I give him a 30, bro, because Miami was outmatched, and we all knew it, bro. I said on Chilltown, I said, yo,
all right,
Miami,
so when you say,
no. I'm gonna finish it.
I want 30%. Tell me how it's 30 instead of the 40.
It's 30% because the Denver Nuggets was the number 1 seed in the West, and they was playing Miami, who was the number 8 seed. They really was a game away from losing to Chicago. Hold on, before you jump in there. Remember, they were outmatched coming into the series. I said Miami is gonna fight, but they're gonna get a foot in their ass. It was not every which way they tried to play in that series. They tried to slow it down. They tried to be physical. Listen, they were just outmatched. Anytime Gabe Vincent is getting switched off on Aaron Gordon, that shit is barbecue wings. That shit is damn near Ruby. That shit was Ruby Tuesdays, bro. Like that's what we was watching.
So, but hold on. That's strategic. I'm not saying something different from what you're saying. I'm saying that's strategic, done by the coach. He telling them to run that play so that mismatch happens. That's what coaches do.
Hold on. If they was playing Milwaukee, does that happen? Hell no.
But fuck that. It ain't Milwaukee. They got a different game plan for a different team. That's what coaches do.
I don't know. That's not what Mike Malone did.
I don't think anybody could coach that Denver team. I think you change the coach. They're not the number 1 seed.
I don't. Well, the thing is, Mike Malone been coaching.
Look at. Okay, let me ask you this. Look at Ime and your boy Mazzulla.
The chemistry works because the thing is, Ime was on that coaching staff for a little bit, so he understands.
No, he wasn't. He left that 1 year and from us and became head coach there.
Right.
Mazzulla was an assistant coach there, and you see how
that's what I meant to say. That's what I meant to say.
It ain't the same, man. I got Ime up on him, and it's trust me. I'm saying coaching got the Celtics to the finals.
Yeah. I would agree.
Hold on, with Mazzulla having a team with more talent instead of him being a better coach than the talent. You understand what I'm saying? Like, I'm not trying to disrespect Tatum and Brown. They nice. I'm saying that Ime knew what he was doing because he was an assistant coach with us. You know what I mean? And on top of that,
D'Antoni.
Yo,
but Breeze, it goes back to my original point. If you don't have it,
man, I'm not moving.
But it goes back to my original point. I said it's 40 to 45% when you don't have a legitimate top 5 player. The Boston Celtics don't have a legitimate top 5 players. So
you think Miami make it to the finals without
Spo? Absolutely not, because they don't have a legitimate top 5 player.
So what's the 40-45? I mean, 40-45%.
So I'll give the 40 to 45% to the teams that don't have legitimate top 5 players. That's not the case with the Denver Nuggets. That's not the case with the Milwaukee Bucks, because we all know that's one of the when we talk about the Milwaukee Bucks, we don't talk about a lot of luck and a dumbass goddamn offense. That's exactly why Mike Budenholzer is out. So if you
hold on, let me ask you.
Coaching, bro.
But Jordan couldn't win until he got Phil.
Yeah. Well, that's a good case, but that's not 40%. That's one of those. That's one of those. Okay, Jordan is him, but everybody else is gonna have to step up too. That the ascension of Scottie Pippen, the ascension of Paxson, the ascension of Horace Grant.
Hold on, but what I'm saying, listen, okay, but let me slow. But what I'm asking you to do is slow down, because you say words like ascension, and I'm saying, it sounds nice, and I agree with you. But ascension is player development. And player development, hold it down. And player development come from coaching. Now, Pete, there's a shooting coach, there is you understand what I'm saying? An offensive coach, a defensive coach. There's a video coordinator coach, right? And there's just like a skill coach, I imagine. You feel what I mean? So like you work on your skills with, and again, that's where the player development come from. When you watch the numbers statistically and you see how the points increase after year because the minutes increase. That's because like what they've been working on their game in the summertime in the summer league. That's why we here.
Right. But I'm gonna give you. But listen, I'm gonna paint the example for you now. My man Preachy, he just said Jordan ain't went up until he got Phil. I understand that, but understand this: Scottie Pippen also wasn't an All-Star until Phil came around. You know what I'm saying?
Phil got something to do with that.
No.
You know what
Phil
I mean?
got something to do with that. But trust me when I tell you, when you erase Jordan's 40 something points in the finals against Clyde or Phoenix, Portland or Phoenix, and you erase his 30 something points in the playoffs in the 80s, bro, like or in that 90s period. Trust me when I tell you, they didn't have Jordan, and we all seen what happened in 1994. So my thing is just like, yo, if you don't have a top 5 player, then that 45% that Breezer was talking about, it looks more formidable because we seen what Eric Spoelstra did with this team. We seen what Larry
Greg
Brown
Popovich
did with the 04 Pistons. Yeah,
Right.
Popovich
But hold
did.
on, slow it down. I want to ask Saint and I want to ask Big Priest and Ken. Shout out to Ken. Y'all think Jock Vaughn is going to be 40-45% on why we winning? Because maybe, like Leaf said, we don't have a top 5 player. Or is Mikal Bridges a top 5 player? Like, what are we talking about, man?
I don't think Bridges is a top 5 player yet.
Okay.
But I think he's shown that he can be a good number 1. I mean, there's still a lot of growing to do. But I think with Jock Vaughn's philosophy, focusing on defense, et cetera, can help get us where we need to go.
So you're saying you think he's a defensive style coach?
Yeah, I believe that's his.
I know for a fact he's a defensive style coach. That's why our offense is so shit.
Ken say yeah.
Well, let Ken go, and then I'll hop in after him.
Now hold on, Ken. I ain't hear him say anything yet. What you think about Jock? I mean, I know you was a KD fan. Keep it real with me, bro.
Nah, I'm a Brooklyn fan, bro. I'm from Brooklyn. I like Brooklyn Nets because that's my team, and then my favorite team is the Brooklyn Nets, and my favorite player is Kevin Durant.
Oh, all right. So that shit was good. Let me be clear.
But that had to have been painful for you, though.
Right.
You had your favorite player.
I ain't gonna lie, Ken. Listen, I know how people feel about their favorite players, but I have no problem screaming "fuck Kevin Durant" after my roof, bro. Like that ass.
Nah, I'm gonna keep it real with you. Yo, shout out to Ken. I want to hear what your story as a Nets fan and how everything's going for you. You know what I mean? Because you know, I was on camera, like some group of guys was in front of the Barclays interviewing people, and they got me on camera on YouTube. Like you can find this, search this, and see. I'm saying that we're gonna win the next 5 out of 10 championships. We gonna
what?
Like the camera.
I don't even want to look at that video.
Breezy.
The cameraman looked at me like, for real? I was like,
Breeze, I'm like, we gonna erase that you just said that. Go ahead,
nah,
brother.
yo, listen, I'd rather tell you.
Wayne went 1. Yeah, I mean,
being honest about it. Like, and
Wayne get 1.
To say from Ken saying that KD is favorite player, like you know, KD wasn't like really my favorite player before he got to the Brooklyn Nets. When he came on the Brooklyn Nets, I'm like, oh, all right, this shit good. Like, but besides that, again, they shouldn't
came on the Brooklyn Nets post
Jared Allen minutes. But go ahead, talk to me, man. Talk to me about how you feel about KD. I know that's your favorite player. I mean, so what's first? Is your favorite player first, or is the Brooklyn Nets first? I gotta know.
Nah, I gotta go for the team first. So if he's not. So if he's not doing best for the team, how we gonna win? It's all about the team first. Yes, bro. Yo, Priest, Priest, when he was on the Nets, and like, but even when he played bad, it wasn't really his fault though. Like when KD had bad games, listen.
Hold up,
hold on.
We can't do that. We can't do that, bro. Never know great player. You can't say when you play bad, it's not your fault. I ain't never did.
The problem with these great players, we getting them on the back end, bro. We got that nigga at post Achilles, bro. Like, come on.
Well, and
he was
the other
great,
thing
though.
you got to take
He
into
was great.
consideration. But see, that's the other thing. What sucks about when you had, because I think most fans, when we saw that we had KD, we had Kyrie, we had Harden.
What's the last top 5 player we drafted?
At one point, it crossed your mind that you could win one or two championships, but it just didn't work. But the shitty thing is it's like you have these players on your team, and then you have the most absolute trash coaching staff besides, like, say, that first year when you had Ime and Mike D'Antoni. But
that coaching staff was awesome.
Yeah, but after that, it was just like it at some point, and it's not me posting bail for KD, but it's like at some point, it's like, how much can the guy do, right? Like, how can you, like, there was only so much you could carry from the coaching staff and the game plan, and then certain players that Sean Marks and everybody kept trying to get and put them in positions they weren't playing. Like, what are you supposed to do?
I think part of that.
Okay. Let me finish though. Like, it at some point, like, that star player can only do so much, and it's not like it'd have been a different story if everybody was there and healthy, right? You know, we wouldn't even be talking about it.
It definitely would have been a different story if James Harden and Kyrie was healthy. But here's the thing: when you're so accustomed to having shit easy, and you know everybody around you is gonna be there, and then when all that shit break down, and then you basically gotta turn.
Yeah, but that's my point.
You gotta make chicken salad out of shit salad.
But that's my point. When your coaching staff and players are working against you, what can you do? Like, when you're literally putting, like, the coaching staff is literally working against you, not setting the team up correctly, not giving consistent running of any guys. How many times did we see people like Patty Mills, Joe Harris, like, players that shouldn't have been on the floor, and you had players that were on the bench that could have played better, didn't play him with KD, and, like, kept forcing these lineups that most of them didn't even make sense.
Exactly.
The only thing I could have saw KD for on the Brooklyn Nets time when he played his tenure with the Brooklyn Nets is his leadership. That's it. His play when he played, he was great. It's just his leadership, because the thing Saint you just mentioned, like, part of that stuff is leadership. Like, you need leaders to galvanize the troops, galvanize the teammates, and that's why some people don't have KD over LeBron, because LeBron, like, things could not be going well, he still could galvanize the troops I
agree with you. Like, he was being vocal, I think, with the front office and what he wanted, and to some degree the coaching staff. But I felt like the one part, this is why I agree with you. I felt like he should have called Harden and Kyrie out more on their bullshit than he did, instead of just sitting back, kind of going, oh, well, they're their own people. I can't make they have their own decisions to make. No, this is when you get to be that leader that is like, yo, guys, like, what the fuck? Like,
the thing about it, Saint,
that's where I had an issue.
The thing about it, Saint, with those type of situations, it's much easier to blame the front office and the coaching staff than it is to blame the players around you. It's much easier to do that, and especially when you ain't accustomed to that type of leadership role. When you accustomed to just playing ball and just letting and being in your comfort zone and being in your spots and everything work out on the court, and then when somebody on another team calls you out a B word, and then you looking down in your hand and be like, all right, man, and then, he's saying we can win without you, and then he not only say that, and he proves that he can win without you in 2022, and then now you over there looking silly with your foot in your hand. Then what?
I think part of it is the fact that, number one, I think the Brooklyn Nets never should have traded for Harden, because then if it's an injury like a Kyrie injury, the team is more equipped to handle it because it's better depth on the team. So when they made that trade, it hamstrung them. So if anything happens to any one of these guys, we're going to be at a net negative. So
top heavy.
You know what I'm sick and tired of? I'm sick and tired of them all after they MVP in their best years thinking they still got goddamn trade value. That's what I'm sick and tired of, man.
KD had trade value. We got a shitload for him.
Yeah, we did. We also got a shitload for Kyrie too. We robbed Dallas blind. I ain't gonna lie to you.
And in my opinion, I still think we didn't get the value back for KD, but
I just wanna add to what y'all said. Y'all said a lot. Shout to y'all. Shout to the panel. This panel is on in fuego. You know what I'm saying? I ain't never had.
Hold on, Breezy, real quick. Hold on, real quick.
I'll be appreciating y'all. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm gonna be.
I just thought about what Ken said
right now, but
we didn't get enough for KD.
No.
You
know why?
Because we got 3 draft picks this year.
I'm gonna say this. Hold on, I'm gonna say this. You're never gonna get the same value back for that caliber player. You're never, unless you're literally trading him for like a guy like LeBron or Steph Curry. You're not gonna get the same value back, bro.
Hold on. Let me rebuttal that. Yo, Ken, look, Pete. What I'm saying is the Brooklyn Nets, where we went wrong was building around a franchise player, no matter how good he is. That was a mistake. All of the great teams, they build around their coach. That's where the culture starts, in my opinion. The culture starts, you know what I mean, because he leads the team. And when it comes down to who's the better player and who's the superstar, I think the coach is supposed to be primary in a situation like that. He's the one that's managing the egos, not player for player. He's supposed to bring peace because we trying to win. Let's win now and figure that out when we on our way home afterwards. You feel what I'm saying?
I think what Breezy. Hold on. Here's the thing.
I'm saying that to say we were building a culture around Kenny, right? It's all fair to say we were building a culture around Kenny Atkinson.
I hate the fact that he left.
Right, but what I'm saying, I'm saying this all for culture building. Like no matter how good the player, whether it be KD or Kyrie and his crossovers and all of that, we need the coach to be solid, and I think we get some of that out of Jack Vaughn.
Well, dude, you got to look at the coaching.
Realistically, I think what Breeze was trying to say is you have to not build around one player, but you have to build around a core. I lie the Warriors. I lie the Denver Nuggets with Joker and with Joker and Jamal Murray. Jamal Murray was the better player before Joker was, bro. By the way, for a lot of people that didn't know. So,
but what I'm saying is that
you put a coach around that to manage that, obviously, and then they build the chemistry. Yo, this is how we need to do things. We're going to have the role players do this and that. The star players know what they need to do. The role players is the ones that need to get accustomed to where they need to be, how defense assignments and all of that other shit. That's what the real thing is. So it's not, now, in terms of us building around Kenny Atkinson, definitely was. But the thing is, we kept switching the lineups then. We kept switching the playups then. We had D-Lo.
Right, but that was the whole thing. A beautiful thing about it is that we was learning who was who and what was what. We seen Spence, we seen Karras, we seen Joe and Jared get better. Season after season.
We didn't stay with them though. That was the whole point. We didn't.
But that's because of our front office. That's why.
Right, I'm not disagreeing with you, bro. And again, like I said, but a lot of the stuff messed up, not only because of
the front office though, because KD wanted Harden on the squad.
Right, but no, before that though, when I'm saying it didn't impact it the same way, but that whole thing with Jarrett Allen getting his minutes took by DeAndre Jordan, that was a wash. Like that shit went all the way left, and then they kept. I think that's where Sean Marks could have stopped it. Like, you know what,
Breezy, can I just say this real quick, and then I gotta go take care of my kid real quick. Your point is, I don't know where I'm getting. Are you guys getting an echo?
Yeah, I have.
Yeah, somebody is. I muted myself though.
Well, I'm about to mute mine too.
All right, so I will say this, and I agree with you 100%. And I always said this when we had that team before we got KD and Kyrie. We saw what they were doing. It gave us a level of excitement. They were building. They were developing young players. They were taking shots on low risk, high reward guys, and it was paying off. And then when those guys got there, they fundamentally failed at balancing the new way of they were doing things and like the old and the new. You get what I'm saying? Like they failed at balancing, adding these stars to something that was working. And they tried to jump the line. They tried to fast track the path, and it blew up in their face. Like it could have very well have no pandemic, no injuries, I guarantee we have 1 or 2 championships. I believe that.
I guarantee you, if Brooklyn was in the middle of the goddamn country, bro, like nobody would have never been able to. Nobody would have ever wanted to come up and come here. KD would have never wanted to come here.
And I get exactly. And then this is the last thing I'll say is what I see them doing right now.
Facts.
Is very similar to before them getting here. They've got picks. If they want to have money, they can have money because they have very good value contracts they can trade off of if they wanted to get more money so they could go after a free agent. Like they're in a very flexible situation with assets. They can get money if they want. They have players. See, and this is where what I hope they do is they don't try to fast track that, which is why I was against Dame, because I don't think Dame's the right guy for us to go after. It's
exactly.
Like you maybe wait this season to really, like, you can put a bunch of great pieces around, and then even at the off season, you still have flexibility to get off more contracts to free up money, so that if there is a superstar in the next season or two that becomes a free agent, you can play. You can you can still get off money and get those guys and go get and rather than destroying your whole team, you can actually sign a star to put in with what a core you've got built now and still have assets to either make the team better, make another trade. That's the way I hope it goes. But, like it feels like we're past the Dame thing, which is good, but we'll see. But Breezy, I appreciate you, man. I do catch you from time to time when you come on. So much love to you, man. Keep doing your thing, and I'll definitely swing back around. But everybody on the panel, appreciate you guys.
Yeah.
Salute, Saint.
Salute.
Appreciate you.
Yeah, Breezy, that's your joint. But what I was gonna say was Saint made a good point, bro. Like right now, we got too many damn lanes. We got too many options where we could go. We going like, and when you have too many options, bro, with the front office that we got, bro,
that's not mine, bro.
That must be Ken.
I got an echo.
Hold up, somebody. Yeah, there you go.
Yeah,
that was you, Ken.
Yeah, you good, Ken. If you're gonna say something, just unmute your mic. Otherwise, you know what I'm saying. The audio,
the audio was on, but Saint was actually right. Right now we got too many lanes that we could go to, and part of being in a large market, like obviously, and we in New York City, a part of being a large market like that. That's the one thing that you fall for, that you kind of stump your head around, but like because it seemed like the Knicks got a plan. Fuck they plan, by the way. And screw like because they trying to get Mikal Bridges, and I keep telling them 1,000 times.
And I tell them that shit too, and that shit is annoying.
Very
like
annoying.
Stay over there in Madison Square Garden.
Now, all of a sudden they want to build they want to build this collegiate program over on the Knicks. I'm like, come on, cut this shit out.
Next they gonna hire the damn coach from Villanova.
Yeah, the next they gonna hire the coach and put him on the coaching staff.
But I ain't gonna lie, like I know we don't like them, but we can't lie. Like they got a better culture than us right now.
What you talking about?
They got a better culture?
Yeah.
No, they don't, man. They just got lucky. No, they don't.
Who said who?
They built
a Cavs team that was bitch made, bro. That's all that was.
Oh man, yo, you gotta realize I never compete with their culture, and that's the funny thing. Again, who I am, just like far as the big fan Breezy, like I'm telling you, y'all don't know because I wasn't doing it on YouTube. I was wilding on Knicks fans, because I was pushing the podcast. KVN, who run the city, the podcast. We do that at 11 o'clock. That's tea time. He got a show called Nixon Ish. You know what I'm saying? I had my show, Big Fan, and I got my show, Big Fan Breezy. You feel me, with the Brooklyn Nets vlog. So, you know what I mean? We linked up, we put it together, and shit, man, been consistent, man. We don't miss weeks.
It's been
you know what I'm saying? 11 o'clock.
Shout out to KBN.
I did want to ask y'all something. That's why I'm glad you came on live, and because there don't be a lot of Nets fans in these other streams. So, what's y'all take on the Ben Simmons thing? Me personally, I don't like to sell low on assets. How do y'all feel about what? Do you keep him, see if he can play better?
I'm gonna go like this, man. Listen, It hurts me. It pains me to say the shit I'm about to say, because the thing is, when we fast forward to 5 days before the opening season, he's going to be the best facilitator on our roster, just off the strength of name, and he probably ain't even going to hit the court still. And that's the sad portion about this whole thing. And then we'll make it even more sadder. We can't get rid of him, just like Miami can't get rid of Tyler Hero. That's the bottom line, bro. Like, and this is one of those things where the second that he's on his last year of his contract, he probably gonna come up and probably play and stay in shape to play or whatever, and then look for another deal, and he probably gonna get one. I can't stand them type of dudes in the league, bro. Like, me personally, I think they are literally. He has literally hit.
So you think they should try to move off of it, or see
we
whether
should try, but at the same time, bro, listen, when you dealing with trades, like when you're dealing with trades and you're trying to get off these type of contracts, it's the saying that goes in the NBA: a sucker is born every day, especially in these trades, man. And the thing is, we either gonna get rid of him, he gonna go to where he want to go and then play, or we gonna get rid of him and try to upgrade, and then that's gonna backfire. So realistically, getting rid of him at this point in time is somewhat a lose-lose for us.
Nah, I'm a hold on, my fault. I don't know why this music started coming out of nowhere.
But I agree. I feel like if you get rid of him now, you're not getting anything worth a while. Matter of fact, I'm hearing that you will have to put shit with him to get rid of the contract, and I'm for sure not doing that.
Definitely not. The only person I'm putting with him is Dinwiddie, bro. Like, Dinwiddie.
Facts. Dinwiddie Shitty gotta go.
Yes.
Then Shitty gotta go.
You gotta get the fuck on.
Why y'all hating on Spencer, man?
Hold on.
We not hating. We keeping it real.
Hold on. Before we get this Spence, let me say what I was gonna say about Ben. I'm on some real shit. I feel like the Brooklyn Nets, they should keep Ben Simmons for the fact that they just got Dariq Whitehead and they got him and he injured, so they know he can't play. He's gonna miss the summer league. The only reason why he's not playing tomorrow and he's not on this list is because he's injured. So if you're gonna draft an injured player and you already got promise in Ben, so you gotta have promise in your injured players, hopefully thinking they're gonna come back and be 100%, and you're gonna, like, you believe in your performance team that much that they're gonna be back. And I think they made the mistake letting Dinwiddie go when he got injured, and that's why the trade went through too. You know what I'm saying? And I don't see how it's supposed to go through. Whatever, I don't know. You know what I mean? I'm just saying, like, when it come down to Ben Simmons and you just got Dariq Whitehead, I'm saying keep him. You know what I'm saying? I'm saying keep him because of that. Maybe both of them be on the floor at the same time is a good thing. I don't know, man. Like,
can I cook Dinwiddie real quick?
Here's my cook, man. They don't need to cook him.
Here's my issue.
Don't give him no time, bro. Like, he a piece of shit.
I got an issue with him for real, because that year he got hurt when Harden had came and he got traded. He wanted the bag, right? And I think he got the bag, if I'm not mistaken. I think
from Washington,
yeah, he got the bag, and then and he was talking about, oh, he deserved the bag and this da. And bro, you come back to Brooklyn, you have the bag, you got paid, you got your payday, and you playing like straight trash in the playoffs, bro. You turn the ball over, you taking bad shots, you complaining.
But it wasn't just him playing bad in the playoffs.
You know, he's running our offense though, Priest. Like, he has the ball in his hand. He's playing.
He's not the league guard. He's not a league guard in this league, bro.
Yeah, that's the
bottom line.
They kept Ed Sumner. You know, they ain't let Ed Sumner go. It was like they extended his contract, and they did. So, you know, Dinwiddie don't got that point guard spot on lock. Let's just call it what it is.
He's a bench player, bro.
But I'm saying,
I don't think he's a bench player. I think he is a better guard.
He plays better off of somebody.
So y'all saying,
I think he's a better off guard. That's why when he played with what's Luka's old boy name?
With Luka and
not Luka.
Brunson.
Not Luka. When he played with D'Angelo Russell, that's why he looked so good. Right. Because D'Angelo Russell was the one running the offense. But see, when we put the ball in Dinwiddie's hand and say Dinwiddie is a shot jacker, that should be irritating me. But and he's terrible at threes and he shoots a lot of them. But
he holds the ball too damn long.
Facts, bro.
Like that, but he's a better off guard, getting to the rim, doing stuff like that. The only problem I have with him, excuse me, for the most part, is the fact that he looks for foul calls too much.
Yeah,
way too much.
like when he's hot, it's in between game and outside game. Like it's beautiful, but when he doesn't have it going, this in between game could get like it could just be sloppy at times because he looking for the foul call instead of just getting a bucket, bro. Like
because it's not a bad thing having a 6'5", 6'6" guy running your point if he's playing within the system. Only problem is when he's not playing within the system. Them balls should have been going to Mikal Bridges.
Bro.
Yes,
but he takes too many shots that I don't like.
I really
especially when we played the Knicks. We were supposed to beat the Knicks, but this nigga was shooting all this bullshit and not giving the ball to Bridges, and that pissed me off.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie.
I really want to see what DSJ gonna look like with us, bro.
Yo, I'm not gonna lie. I don't really like that move because hold on. Here's why I don't like that move, bro. We signed Lonnie Walker and then we signed DSJ. Like those are the same type of players. Why would you sign two of the same type of players?
Because Dennis Smith Jr. is a point guard and Lonnie Walker is a 2 guard.
Yeah.
And Dennis Smith Jr. these last 2 or 3 years. These last 2 or 3 years, Dennis Smith Jr. has been locked down on the perimeter defensively. Also, he gets downhill, like homie said. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because Leaf, excuse me. Because that Joker can get to the rim, and the fact that he's bought in on defense, because he hasn't been playing for no winners. So the fact that he's bought in on defense is an asset that I will always love. And if you can get Ben Simmons on the court with him, Bridges, Cam Johnson, and Claxton, is like my boys say on WWE, welcome to the Uso Penitentiary. I mean, it's finna go down.
Let me add to that. Come on. I want to add to that because we can't forget my guy Lonnie Walker. He got a relationship with Jacque Vaughn, man. Jacque Vaughn got a coaching style that Lonnie Walker gonna be familiar with. We got Lonnie Walker for the vet minimum. You feel what I'm saying?
But here's the problem with that. I'm gonna tell you the problem with that. You know what the problem is? Now he gonna cut it. Now he gonna cut it into either Ed Sumner or Cam Thomas minutes.
I don't know.
He wasn't playing Cam Thomas way. And
listen, why Cam Thomas ain't in no trade talks? Yo, listen, let me say this last thing.
We lowering his value. We're gonna lose him for nothing.
Listen, no. Cam Thomas is in his 3rd year, but he left college in his 1st year. So technically,
he came in the league. He was like 18, just turning 19.
You see what I'm saying? So technically, he will be you know what I mean? So you see what I mean? So now I'm saying that to say for him not to be in none of those conversations, for the most part, to my knowledge, it'd be different if I heard it different, right? But I'm saying that because he might be our starting 2 guard. I want to see him at the starting 2.
No,
Kyle Bridges,
get him out of here, Cole.
No.
Get him
Listen,
up
let me finish. Let me,
you want to get Cam Thomas out?
No,
yes, bro.
I say
he's
Cam
a shot
Thomas
jacker too, just like Spencer Dinwiddie, bro. Just be chucking.
But he's a better shot jacker.
He's a better shot jacker.
Listen. When it comes down to Jacque Vaughn, we all know he a defensive coach.
And that's why Cam Thomas didn't play.
But this is the point. He don't get minutes like now. Listen, I really spoke to Gilbert Arenas. I seen him on FYF Sports, honestly. And I was asking him about Cam Thomas. And he said his work ethic is professional. He was out there every time early. You seen him out there early every time. You feel what I'm saying? And he just talking about his work ethic. He know he don't get minutes. But when I asked Gilbert, I asked him like, yo, double, you know what I'm saying? I'm asking like, yo, double, triple. I ain't say all that, but for real, I'm like, yo, for real. Like, yo, what's good with the, you know what I'm saying? Why Cam Thomas not getting no minutes? And he was like articulating on how it be relationships with the coach sometimes it got nothing to do with basketball. You feel what I'm saying? You see Cam Thomas, he get the shirt or whatever, but I think they worked it out. I mean, they had to work it out. How he not a trade piece? And why is it so far in me saying he is starting 2 guard?
Man, I was on there. I was up on Big Tone and them. I was up on Big Tone and them today arguing about Cam Thomas potential versus Tyler Hero, and they were so sold that Tyler Hero's upside is better. And I'm like, dude, I saw this dude versus the Clippers, and not the Clippers with Kawhi and them on the men.
When the last time Hero scored 40 points three times in a row?
I saw him versus Mikal in the Suns.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But I highlighted the Clippers because he was cooking Kawhi and PG.
Mm-hmm.
How many young guards you saw cook them dudes?
Yeah, they dapped them up after the end of the game. Like, yo, you nice now, man. Like I seen that. I was watching the game. I really wanted to win that game. For I'm saying everybody tried to make it seem like Cam not a winner. No, he was getting a chance, an opportunity.
And even that game, I think it was versus Washington, Breezy. When KD and them didn't play, and Cam just started, carried us to the win.
But here's the thing, Cam adds something that chemistry-wise, bro. I like them two together.
Yeah, they're not breaking that up.
Because Cam scores, because Cam gets his shots off and he makes decisions quicker with Ed Sumner.
But Ed Sumner is good on defense, but sometimes he be out of control.
Yeah, but
he's very fast, but.
Yeah, but the thing is,
he's not he don't run the offense. He pushed the pace.
You really need him for open court situations, and Cam Thomas.
He pushed the pace.
Open. He gets more open when him and Cam Thomas is on the court.
Because Cam Thomas know how to slow the game up because you can't hold him 1-on-1 for real.
Exactly.
But I think I've seen Cam try to pass the ball more. Like it ain't a black hole as much as it was early in the year when he get the ball.
I think they need to just put him in scoring situations, man. Let him do what he's already good at.
Yeah.
Yo,
I think if he plays defense or if they've got him to buy in defensively, I believe he'll get more minutes.
Yeah.
But I want to see this lineup.
We got defensive point guards outside of him in defense at other positions. When you got Royce O'Neal, Ed Sumner, bro, like those guys.
I still think they're trying to move Royce.
Yeah, we probably. I think Royce is a good locker room dude. He's good energy.
Listen, all right. So let me ask y'all because we looking at the roster for the summer league, but we gonna get into the starting lineup. Then we gonna get into this. I want to ask y'all. My starting lineup is Nick. Hold on, and I want to ask y'all starting lineup next. I got Nick Claxton at 5. I got Cam Johnson at 4. I got Mikal Bridges at 3. Specifically 3 because when he played with the Suns. He was hitting the 3 from the corner where he developed the pump fake, and then you see him run to that midi. So I'm saying that to say you keep him at where he's strong at. That's his game, and he'll develop to do more from the elbow and the top of the 3 or whatever he do.
Mm-hmm.
But at the end of the day, let him stick to what he know. That's what player development is all about, baby. So I'm saying keep him at 3. You put Cam Thomas at 2, and honestly, I don't feel like the point guard spot at lock. So I don't know what we do, but case in point is we could keep Royce O'Neal in DFS. We're gonna need another player like DFS. We gave him a 28 game sample size. I think we regret if we trade him. I think he's gonna turn out to be a good player. You know what I'm saying?
I think with that lineup right there, like with the same 3, with Claxton, Johnson, and Bridges. I wouldn't mind seeing Royce O'Neal at the 2 starting because he's very good defensively.
Hell no, nah.
I said I wouldn't mind seeing him start.
I can't believe my eyes. Why? We starting the season with Royce O'Neal at the 2 guard. Who did something wrong? Who lost a bet?
Because my thing is too. I got to see Cam put in that position before I believe it. I'm just saying.
I ain't gonna lie. At the two, I want a versatile guy who can like get to the rim and not just a spot up shooter. Like I don't just want a regular shooting guard. I want somebody to get to the rim and draw fouls.
Nah.
Mikal.
Then they probably gonna put Bridges there and put DFS in.
How we gonna ask Cam? How we gonna ask Mikal Bridges to stop, never be injured like he's his whole career? And
hey, though, you shouldn't have even brought that up. Let me knock on some wood.
Right. Like I don't want him to be a guy that we gotta rely on to be the number 1 guy on offense because that's what you're doing by making him the 2 guard.
That's why you keep him at the four. And this is what. Hold on. This is why Sean Mark's not doing a good job, bro.
Like 25 points a game, but we need.
I ain't gonna kill Sean Marks. Sean Marks has
you gotta kill
recovered nicely.
You can't. You can't burn out his usage rate. You feel what I'm saying? You can't just have him being the number one guy on the perimeter on defense
I'm
and the number one guy scoring the ball on offense. That's too much. Especially when you got a scoring machine named Cam Thomas right there ready. He's taking jumpers right now.
Here's the thing. The reason why we don't start Cam Thomas is because you need that firepower coming off the bench. That's one. Number two, if
Lonnie Walker.
Well, listen. Hey, Lonnie Walker is good too, but Cam Thomas is probably.
So Lonnie Walker started.
No, wait, no. Hold on.
No. So what is going on with Ben?
I'm gonna finish it right now. Hold on. Here's the thing. Now, most likely we're gonna have our same start lineup that we ended the postseason with. Most likely. I would probably switch Dinwiddie. I would probably lower Dinwiddie's minutes. Everything is going to be about how the starters play starters minutes.
I would put Ben in for Dinwiddie because Ben don't want to shoot like that. And
no. The reason why I wouldn't because you're gonna have him and Claxton two shooting liabilities.
Right, too much of a pick and roll. You're gonna have Claxton and
you're gonna have him
mid range. We're not trying to have Claxton shooting no.
Wait, can I ask you?
Claxton can shoot mid range every year. He get better.
Run the pick and roll with Ben Simmons. Teams think they're gonna sag off most times. His mid range.
They're gonna sag off.
Wait, hold on. I want to ask y'all a question though. Like, if you replace like Jalen Brunson in that point guard position for anybody, for hold on.
You talking about a Knicks player?
No, hold on. no. I'm talking.
Nah, he's confusing me, man. I'm sorry, man. You ain't gotta leave, man. I just put you in the room. My fault, bro.
Bro. Like, hold up, bro. But anyway,
podcast on Saturday. I can't. I don't need that type of energy right now.
Yeah. Look.
I'm saying, don't leave though, bro. We'll get there.
I'm gonna get back to my point. I'm gonna get back to my point. Listen, it seems like we're gonna run the same roster. What we're gonna mix it up at is when our bench to come in and starts to put pressure on the starters, the other starters on other teams. It's gonna be how we rest the starters early. That's what it's gonna lean on. If we rest the starters early, we don't overseed them. Huh?
What's your starting five look like?
The starting five looked the exact same we ended the postseason with. Because that's
now, I want to hear you say it. I want to hear you say it.
It's Claxton, DFS, Camp, Twin, Bridges, and probably Den Shitty, which I don't like. But listen,
so you want DFS to start?
So we bringing $36 million Ben off the bench.
$36 million Ben, bro. The $36 million Ben is downtown in Manhattan buying Bentleys, man. He don't even want to be in the building. He comfortable with street clothes.
If he in the building in the uniform, and
he ain't gonna be in the building in uniform. He gonna be
I don't like seeing $36 million on the bench. I mean, I just don't like doing that. Me
neither. But we did it last year, so
last year he was wearing Louis Vuitton and shit. He wasn't wearing a Brooklyn Nets uniform.
Listen, we gotta focus on who's available, man. Like I'm telling you, man, Lonnie Walker a good pickup, man. I'm telling you,
I like those pickups, but you don't think Ben gonna be available? Because I'm this dude in the weight room trying to get his Arnold Schwarzenegger on.
Bro, we seen that before. Priest, I don't know. I'm focused. Listen, I don't want to listen.
You don't want to get your hopes up, okay?
No, I don't. I want to focus on like who I know is gonna hit the court.
If Ben's not available, I think it's gonna be the same start lineup too.
Yes, it is. If Ben's not available,
but hopefully Cam Thomas can get some minutes though.
Now, man, I'll be honest. Yeah, I'm not hyped for it, man. I'll let DSJ start, man.
Ben
over Dinwiddie too, man. Over Dinwiddie, man.
Here's the thing: Ben works well with sharpshooters, which we got rid of. We got rid of Joe. We got rid of
Yuta, man.
We got rid of Yuta. We got rid of whatchamacallit. I don't even know if our best sharpshooters. It's Cam Johnson and
who's a career 39% shooter.
Right.
Mikal Bridges is
37, probably 38%, give or take. On corner threes, he's like a good 40. So
DFS is very good from the corners.
DFS is solid from the corners. Yes,
Yo,
he
our
should.
team,
Yeah,
our team is built weird because like we have our strengths is our forward spots and our center spot, and
Our
then our
strength
weak
is really our bench if they play.
and then our weak spots and our star. No, I'm talking about the start. I'm not even talking about the bench. I'm talking about the starters. Our strengths is our forwards and our center, and then our weak spots is probably the guards, the point guard, the shooting guards, the weak spots, and our star lineup.
it won't be
This,
weak if Bridges is the starting two. That'll be a
exactly.
strength.
Exactly.
But Jock Vaughn want to have Bridges off the ball in the offense. He don't want him handling the ball.
That's what the two
Yes,
guard is off
that's
the
what the
ball.
two guard is off the ball.
Yeah.
Look, if you look at how he get his 20, how he been getting his 25 plus since he been with us, everything has been on catch and go situation.
Yeah.
Everything has been
Handoffs,
dribble handoffs, catch and go,
backdoor cuts. Yeah.
backdoor cuts, all of that. That's
hold on. You know what?
Double screen pin downs.
Hold on. Shout to Big Pre. Shout to Lee. Nah, you know, Ken, he wanted to ask that question about Jalen Brunson. Go ahead, man. Ask your question, man.
Nah. I was just gonna ask, like, but I just thought about it. We still wouldn't be a championship team even if you can, because the shooting guard spot would still be weak. You still need like a good shooting guard who could get to the rim.
Go ahead.
You're right. Cam Thomas.
To read the question, you sent me the question. Like, this is a good question, man.
Yeah, I was trying to say, if Brunson was a starter on our team at the point guard position, do you think we're a championship team?
No,
I don't think we're a championship team. I think we're probably a second round team.
Yo, what up, Reggie?
Depending on the matchup.
Second round team. But
I ain't gonna lie. I ain't gonna lie. I disagree. Here's why.
Okay. You think we're a title team, like beating Denver type team?
Yeah. Listen, here's why. I just seen the Knicks have a chance to go to the finals. The reason why they didn't is because RJ Barrett and Randall didn't play up to par. Brunson played up to par to the last game, the game 6. It was the other players like Randall and RJ Barrett, and also too they had a top 5, top 10 defense. Their defense was great, especially in a half court, and they had length, they had size, they had speed. Brunson was probably the only liability in a defensive in a starting lineup. Everybody else could guard. It was just the offensive end where they had struggles. On our team, I feel like if you had Brunson paired up with Michael and Cam Johnson, I don't think Michael gonna have the same struggles that a Julius Randle had or RJ Barrett. Michael Bridges could get to the rim. He have a little maybe he has a inside game. He has an inside game, which Randle struggles with. Randle game is strictly bully ball. Like, he doesn't have no soft touch at the rim. It's strictly bully ball and try to
have nothing away from the basket.
Yeah. And then
so, all right, so Ken, let me ask you, what's starting 5 look like for you? Well, let me know.
If what?
With the current roster,
if you can make a start 5, you getting creative, and I'm only reason and I like is because Josh Hart went out and said Mikal Bridges should be on his team. That's basically what it's. I took it. You know what I'm saying, or whatever. But case in point is, I want to know how your starting 5 will look. If you get to choose a starting 5 with the Brooklyn Nets on some realistically shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm not like how you think the Nets should put it together for the start of the season.
Probably Dinwiddie at the 1, Royce at the 2, Cam Johnson at the 3, Markel at the 4, and Nick at the 5. Okay. I'll probably do that, and then I come off my bench. I got probably Ben at the 1, probably Dennis Smith Jr. at the 2, Lonnie Walker at the 3, Dorian Finney-Smith at the 4, and then who's our backup center? I forgot.
Noah Clowney.
Day'Ron Sharp.
I think it's Day'Ron Sharp.
Day'Ron at the 5.
Mm-hmm. And bringing up Noah Clowney is good because he got potential to grow as a shooter. I mean, he shot 28% from 3 in college at Alabama, and as a 6'10" power forward, I think if he continues to work on that part of his game, if you got somebody with his athleticism that can be a stretch big, you might have found a nice little weapon right there. So I like that addition. But So if you think Brunson would make us a championship team, then do you think we should have went after Dame then?
Ooh, that's a great question.
No, it
I
ain't.
don't know. I'm not gonna lie. I trust. Nah. Listen, y'all gonna think I sound crazy, but
That
I don't
ain't
know.
the same thing, man.
For some reason, I trust Brunson over Dame right now. I think it's because he's younger, bro.
Talk
I feel like
about
it's
it.
because he's younger. I
Yeah,
trust
there you
Brunson
go.
over Dame.
That's it right there. You go.
I feel like Brunson. He gonna play more in the offense than Dame. Dame is most likely gonna be like, I got to do it all myself type of player. The Brunson's gonna be like, I'm doing it because I have to type of player. Because y'all niggas
The
not stepping
problem
up
with
and playing
Brunson
our
is
role.
Brunson take too many difficult shots, and Dame take too many shots too far away. Dame is looking to heat up, man, from 40, bro. Like, and Brunson is taking shimmy fadeaways at 5 for 8, like he Kobe. That's the
And I
problem.
think too, I like our squad we got now. I know a lot of people want to try to accelerate this thing, but I think Bridges, just looking at what did we play? 30 games with him being the lead guy, and he averaged
Right.
27 a game. He got about 5 assists, played great defense. You got
Hmm.
Cam Johnson, who has never been in that high level role before, giving you 16, 17 points.
I
You
think
got
he was on his way on Phoenix, bro. But yeah, but we can
because
see
they
your
were
point.
leading Phoenix when Devin Booker was hurt. See, a lot of Phoenix was still in that playoff picture with Chris
Talk
Paul and
about it.
Devin Booker hurt for a lot of that time
Talk
Right.
about
because
it.
of Mikal Bridges.
Talk about it.
Right.
Yo, listen, I seen
Absolutely.
an interview with Mikal Bridges. He said, listen, man, I used to be that guy that came off the bench, but now that I got the #1 spot, I like it. I ain't going back. So I expect him to, yeah, of course, I'm amping it, but he basically like, yo, look, man, I'm trying to score 25, 30 points a night. I want to
He
be the
gonna be
guy
an All
that's
Star
in
this
the
year.
You
ball.
see, here's the thing: you shouldn't
He's trying
have
to
to
get
have that.
MIP.
I
I
don't
just
think
thought
he
of
should have that
I just thought
attitude,
of
bro.
an
Like,
example,
He might
bro,
get
of when a
MIP,
point
man.
guard. Yo, I just thought of an example when a point guard carried team to deep in the playoffs. Trae Young, 2021, when he carried that Atlanta Hawks team, they had some good pieces around him.
They
They
had
had
some easy.
Bogdanovich,
They had some good breaks too, though.
they had some very good
but
breaks, bro. Like
what
anytime Ben Simmons passed out of a dunk, bro, like that's a hell of a break, bro.
That wasn't just on him because, and this is what I get tired of these so-called basketball analysts doing that. Embiid played like shit in them fourth
He
quarters.
did. He did. He did. Yes, he
But
did.
everybody just point the finger at Ben Simmons. How about Embiid don't play like trash, so you're not even in that position?
Mm-hmm.
That's true. That's true. I mean,
Yeah.
also, I mean,
all I'm saying, listen, this is all we need, bro. And like we just need somebody to just match it and be 40 or Giannis 40 or Tatum 40. That's it, bro. Because we
Mm-hmm.
have the defense, bro. We have the defense, but if you're not scoring and you're not
Thomas, man.
you put in too much pressure on your defense to get stops, and that's what we
Yeah.
I
see.
think
And
Listen, what I'm
an
saying is,
ideal situation for this franchise.
hold on. I just
Was
want to say this real
okay.
quick about Cam
Go
Thomas.
ahead.
We don't have to leave that confidence in Cam Thomas, like, oh, he's not a good idea. Trust me. The only reason why I say this, with the CBA, you can't just pay everybody to come to your team no more. It ain't like that. I don't know how Phoenix doing what the hell they doing, to be honest, but they doing it. You know what I mean? But I'm saying that to say winning teams they built from the draft, and we got Cam Thomas from the draft, so it's going to be contract friendly. Times contract come up, bro. Like y'all thinking we gotta move off Cam Thomas, but y'all ain't never named no competition for him.
No, I didn't. I don't think you need to move off of him. I want to see him play, but until I see him play, I'm not gonna have any hope that he'll play the same way that Leaf said about Ben Simmons. You know what I'm saying? So, but I think the best, the ideal situation for our franchise is if we have a healthy Ben Simmons, because we know Mikal gonna be there. We know those DFS of those guys going to be there, but a healthy Ben Simmons, whether we want to trade him or keep him, is the best possible scenario. Because if he's at his best, then and they said Nick and Ben ain't good. I saw them on the court together play well for stretches, but it's just I just need to see this dude on the court, man, so that if we want to move him,
so
we
we
can get
not wasting
something
the money.
other
Yeah,
than
so
a
we can move. Yeah, so we can raise his trade value. I understand what you're saying, Priest, but here's the thing. The thing is, like he doing all this working out stuff. The common denominator is that he's not hitting the court. He ain't hitting the court. He ain't hit the court when we had Kevin Durant, and he ain't hitting the court now. The last time I seen him on the court, it was when we first got all of these acquisitions that we got now. When we played that Philly game, and he did a dribble, and him and Joe Harris was basically lighting up the third quarter.
Yo, hold on. Let me ask y'all something. Do y'all know what y'all looking at? This is the summer league roster who's playing them all. Do
I know.
Any of these guys?
Ass roster. Get this shit off the screen, bro.
Hold on. You know.
I know DDJ. I know Noah Clowney.
Yeah.
Jalen Wilson.
Raekwon Gray.
Jalen Wilson. He averaged
Jalen Wilson.
All these G League niggas we got, bro.
Yo, I ain't gonna lie.
Jalen Wilson a draft pick and Noah Clowney.
This is 6 rookies.
Jalen Wilson could be
1 year, 2 years.
A great 3-and-D wing in this
Real
league,
talk.
bro.
I wanted us to sign Adama Sanogo from UConn. Right. When he went undrafted, I was like, man, that'll be a nice backup big. He only 6'9", but that dude got hands like
wait, hold on. What pick did we get Jalen Wilson with?
We got him in the second round.
51.
Wait,
51.
Wait, so hold on. We didn't have no first round pick?
Yeah, we
got 2 first round picks.
We got
Noah Clowney and
no Clowney.
At what pick? At what pick?
21
and 22. Yeah.
Wait, so hold on. We could have got Imani Bates, bro. Come on, bro.
I mean,
why we get Imani Bates?
Nah, listen, they got.
I ain't want no damn Imani Bates, bro.
Listen,
he better than Jalen Wilson.
Listen, they got Jalen Wilson because
I really wanted James Najee. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Nah,
he's not better than Imani Bates.
I gotta follow college more to say who's
James Najee might be the best second round pick coming out of this draft. I ain't gonna
I like Noah Clowney. I ain't gonna lie, man. I think he's serious. I was listening to his interview. He's like, yo, I gained weight. Like he know he gotta put on weight. See, 210. You know what I'm saying? You got look at this guy, Raekwon Gray. He's 6'7", 260. They solid. These rookies.
And then you got Derek Whitehead too. Was a number 3 in the McDonald top 100 high school players. He only went to Duke for 1 year. If he didn't get hurt, he's a lottery pick.
Yeah,
so
that's a fact.
You know the sign though. Ever since KD said last year on draft night, it's a wings league. Sean Marks starting to draft wings, bro. He's starting to bring in a lot of wings.
Mm-hmm.
Just notice that.
What's up with KD going at all the Nets fans though? What's up with your boy, Ken?
Yeah,
he's just trying to defend himself, bro. Like
they wasn't going at him though. He was.
They wasn't.
Nah, he was teasing them, bro. He was making fun of them, bro. He was like, yeah, why y'all always think about me, man? I'm not even on the team no more. I mean, bro, you was a big part of our franchise. Of course, we gonna. that shit is fresh though. Like,
he's not the best net.
Still fresh.
Listen, man,
the Nets had some players, man.
But he was the best net all the time.
Yo,
he wasn't.
Somebody else. Until we get like a Victor Wembanyama.
I can tell you a new Nets fan.
Yo,
no, he wasn't.
He trying to.
Who was better than him?
Listen, yo,
J Kidd, Dr. J.
J Kidd is not better than KD, bro. I'm sorry, bro. I mess with J Kidd. He's not better than KD.
Yo, nah, but
you know what?
You said who was a better net? So LeBron the best Laker?
I understand what you're saying. Oh yeah, J Kidd was a better net
because
he was more successful. Yeah, I feel you. Yeah,
right. You got KD tweeting your friend. He said something. He's like, yo, why you don't respond when we say cool shit about you? He said, shut your friendly ass up. So
such a hater.
Yeah, yo, but the way he on it,
he trolling. He trolling.
But what I'm saying, right? But what I'm saying is, maybe somebody that he'll tweet or know his tweet, and what we saying. I speak for some Nets fans when I say, why the jokes? You got us to the second round. We was building something. You came, you said you ain't had nothing to do with who was here and who wasn't. None of the Nets fans.
We know that's true. We know that ain't true.
Yeah, like, so stop it. It's not like we bothering you bothering us. We trying to move on with our Nets fans' life. You know what I'm saying?
You feel me? Feel me, Breezy?
What happened?
That's all we trying to do.
But I ain't gonna lie. Breezy, wait, Breezy, he was about to cry when he was talking about us. Like, he got emotional, bro. He got emotional talking about us, bro.
He should have cried cried his ass and stayed. Then, if he was emotional,
listen, I was honest when KD.
But it wasn't in his control though. Like it wasn't in his control.
He the one that asked for the trade,
bro.
What you mean? Nah, that was behind closed doors, bro. That was just behind closed doors. It was that was a mutual agreement. Like, yeah, we gotta part ways after the Kyrie trade. It was like, yeah, you like because, bro, Kyrie and KD was a package deal, bro. So we knew if one go, the other one was going, bro.
No, because I don't think that's not a fact though. Because I don't think if Harden signed his extension, if Kyrie still got traded, KD wouldn't ask for a trade because he would have had somebody there with him. So I don't think it was just because. I think it was because he wasn't trying to be by himself. He was what they say like Dame doing, running from the grind.
Listen, but what I'm saying is, look, you could go to different teams and try to run shit with other players. If you don't respect the coach, you're not gonna get no W. Facts.
But
so
Breezy,
one thing is, you can't be in interviews
because we lost Jared Allen because of this dude too. Because they wanted to start him over because Kenny wanted to start him over DJ Jordan, which was smart.
Jared over DJ, of course, he earned that spot.
Yeah,
exactly.
So look, all I'm saying that to say is mindsets when it come down to coaches. You know, they could be strong-minded and say, "Yo, no." You know, some coaches try to just go with the flow. You know, I guess that's part of it as well. Well, you got to know when to go with the flow with the superstars and when to say, nah, I drew this up. I need y'all to do it like this.
Steve Nash,
it gotta be something like that sometime. Then you got Jimmy in situations probably saying, just give me the damn ball. Kobe talking like that. Jordan talking like that. You're gonna get
think too, Breezy,
like that, but still they gotta respect the coach.
I think this was the wrong job for Steve Nash. I don't believe
we know that.
I don't believe that Steve Nash is necessarily a terrible coach, but you got to start somewhere. You know what I'm saying? And he jumped right into a team that was trying to win the championship. So I don't think that was the right thing for him. That's why it was cool when he had Ime and D'Antoni on the bench with him. But when they left, it was like, all on you. Now you got to do it. Because we all know that Ime ran the defense and D'Antoni ran the offense. So Steve Nash was just on the sideline calling timeouts. You know what I'm saying? So he just wasn't ready for that job. But part of the reason, but KD and Kyrie didn't want Kenny. Kenny was a great coach and a great talent developer. But
great is an understatement, bro. He was damn good. What he did for Karis LeVert, Jared Allen, and all of them young boys that we don't have no more was beyond.
When Jared Allen became an all-star when he went to Cleveland.
Exactly.
Yeah, I know.
Bro. Like we gotta understand what he did, bro. Snitch ass D'Lo was our best player, bro. When Karis LeVert got hurt, and he got us a playoff win. I'm like, what? Are you serious, bro? Like, yo, come on, bro. Man, I know what he did in the past, man. Like, and I'm right now. I'm looking forward to the future, but it doesn't include. It may not include Ben Simmons. It damn sure don't include no damn Dame, because I'm sick and tired of trying to go for that Barry Bonds shit, and then we always swing out. And
the Dame thing won't work out, because if we give up assets to get Damian Lillard, we will regret it.
We will definitely regret it.
Yeah, but I wanted to go back to Steve Nash real quick. Like, how does a guy like when you go in an interview, right? This goes for any job, and like, I don't know why this doesn't apply for Steve Nash. How you going to get a head coaching job, and the first thing they ask you, bro, they're supposed to ask you is, what is your level of experience in this head coaching? Like,
that doesn't always happen in the NBA. Steve Kerr didn't have no experience.
No, I think Steve Kerr was he had some type of he was a general manager or something like that.
Yeah, he was something like that, but he didn't have any coaching experience. Steve Nash had more experience around coaches than Steve Kerr, because Steve Nash was actually a film analyst or something, and a shooting coach in Golden State.
But
before he came to the Nets,
Steve Kerr had an advantage because at that time Golden State, they were just trying to get better. They weren't a championship contender. They didn't really have no expectations on them. We had expectations as soon as Steve Nash came in because we traded for Harden.
Steve Kerr had no expectations. What you talking about?
I'm talking about like being a championship team. He was just trying to get them better. They were a second round team. They weren't a championship team.
But look. What I'm saying is he didn't have no assistant coach experience. But yo, look, I'm about to wrap up. Before y'all dip, though, I want to ask y'all predictions for tomorrow. Y'all think we win that game?
Who we play?
Yeah, I look forward to it. But yeah, I think we get it done. Oh, we playing OKC?
I think OKC. Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, nah, we're gonna lose.
Yeah, we're gonna lose by like probably 30.
OKC got them young boys on deck.
Yeah, they got the dude with the blonde patch in his head. It was like Wiz Khalifa dunking on people. He got bounce and he's small. He's a little small guard. I like him. I think his name Trey Mann. Yeah, I like him.
Yeah, Trey Mann, nice. But I like what I want to see. No, I'm excited to see Clowney. I know DDJ gonna come in and do some work.
Yeah, I think he.
The Nets keep disrespecting him, bro. Why they not trying to guarantee his contract? Like, what's up?
I don't know, man. Yo, I gotta call it a night, y'all. But yo, y'all funny as hell.
Salute, homie. Hey, no doubt, man.
Yo, like
no doubt. I'm gonna support the Nets podcast, man. I just can't keep going on Miami Heat channels and
they
shit
gonna
like
give
that.
you a hard time over there. Shout out to Big Tone, man. Big Tone, he be on his Miami Heat shit. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to him though, man. Comment, subscribe to my page, his page. Shout out to Big Pre. Shout out to Ken. Shout out to their pages. They got a page. Shout out to the Nets fans. We the best fans. I'm gonna get with y'all after the game tomorrow.
No doubt.
Peace.
Salute.
Salute.